The Huffington Post just published a piece written by Confucian scholar Henry Rosemont Jr. entitled De-Demonizing Vladimir the Hateable, which goes to great lengths to not only defend Putin, but condemn America's long baseless history of Russophobia. In the article, Rosemont, who is one of the world's top Confucian scholars, mind you, talks about how American politicians have been extremely careless, throwing around accusations about Putin that are backed by little or no evidence whatsoever. He mentions how Hillary Clinton said Putin thinks like Hitler, among other ridiculous quotes, and like how Obama called Putin a thug who can't be trusted. Then Rosemont points out how American news has been extremely careless itself, repeatedly reporting false information. Like how our entire media talked about Russia's entry into Crimea and Ukraine as an invasion, whereas the preponderance of the evidence gathered thus far seems to suggest nothing of the kind. These are the Confucian scholars' words, not mine. Then Rosemont points out how America is being ridiculously hypocritical right now by Russophobically being outraged at the idea of anyone meddling in an election, let alone having the audacity to call it hacking an election. Because as the Confucian scholar points out, if we're morally outraged by Russia trying to influence our politics, then we need to be way, way, way more outraged by our own politics trying to influence the entire world, dozens of times throughout history, in Greece, in Italy, in the Middle East, in Asia, and Latin America, as well as in Ukraine. The Confucian scholar makes it very clear just how hypocritical it is for America to be outraged by a country trying to influence another country, let alone how incredibly ignorant of our own history we're being. After all of this, Rosemont wraps up with incredible eloquence about how Russophobia is not only a manufactured perception, but it is one that does not serve our country well at all. And he concludes with these wise words from Henry Stimson, Secretary of War under Roosevelt during World War II. The only way to make a man trustworthy is to trust him. And the surest way to make him untrustworthy is to distrust him and show your distrust. Which is why it's pretty ironic that this piece actually came out in the Huffington Post, of all places, because their distrust of Putin and their Russophobia is usually showing big time.